Right, and our very first story, Deputy Minister of Health, Dr. Victor Bampo says government will pay salaries owed about 240 junior doctors across the country by the end of May. The doctors had not been paid their salaries since September last year. However, Dr. Victor Bampo says 7 months delay is due to the government's decision to empty the list of ghost names.
I think it's something that is of concern to us, and it's been recurring. But this year things have been done differently. Yes, indeed, there are 240 junior doctors who are working who have not been paid, some since September last year. But then we've been proactive, and the Ministry of Finance has been proactive to get financial clearance, which is an authority for us to engage. So for those 240, like I said, we've got financial clearance. Now there's a process before they can be paid. Out of the 240, 191 of them have been worked on by this ministry, the Ministry of Health. That's inputting their names into the system, the IPPD system. So that has happened. The next step would be that the Comptroller and Accountant General's Department and Ministry of Finance will then take their biometric details at their facilities. That will be the last step, and then they can be paid. That was put in place to try and check ghost names and fraud and so on. So it's a necessary step. So for 191 of them, we've asked that this biometric verification be done before the end of next week, so that they can receive their salaries by the end of May. That would leave 49 of them out of the 240 that we are working on currently at the ministry. The assurance is that the 191, we're working hard to make sure that they are paid by the end of May. The 49, the second group, we're also working hard, and they may be either paid by the end of May or a little later. We've put in place a system, and the Ministry of Finance has endorsed that system, where people's names are put, the authority to engage is sought earlier and received earlier. So hopefully this will be a thing of the past.
We'll go on the phone line now and speak to the Deputy General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Justice Yankson. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right. First of all, you had the Deputy Health Minister. Your reaction to the fact that, the monies will be paid by the end of May?
Well, unfortunately, I never heard him just the quote. But for us, this is a problem that I think we need to deal with it once and for all.
Could you speak up a bit? We could barely hear you in the studio.
Is it a little better now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, it's better. Thank you.
Okay, good. Well, this is a problem that we think ought to be dealt with once and for all. It's become a perennial issue. Virtually every year, doctors, junior doctors in particular, will have to agitate for so long before their salaries are paid. And we think that for a service as big as what we render, sometimes the individuals also need their peace of mind just to be able to concentrate on their jobs properly without the distractions of non-payment of salaries and all the chaos it brings about. So we are hoping that if that is the true position, it should be put into action. We had a meeting with the minister and his team just about a month ago, and from the discussions we had, we thought that at all costs they were going to receive their salaries this month, because they had been promised, or we had been promised, that financial clearance had been given and everything was ready, only to hear this news. But the best we can do is to just keep pleading with our people to exercise a bit of restraint. It is difficult because it gets to a point, because an individual is really hard pressed, for us in leadership, it becomes a bit difficult trying to control them. We will try and do our best to control them. But if anything can be done to ensure that they are even paid before that deadline, which I know is possible, we will employ the minister and his team to ensure that these people receive their salaries even before that date.
Okay.
Because they have worked for long periods without salaries.
Dr. Justice Yankson.
Yes.
Yes. My question, you've gone on, but my question is, how do we wait for 7 months before we say these things? What happened after the first month when the salaries weren't paid? What happened after the second month, third month, fourth month?
My sister, it's unfortunate, but I think this question should actually go to the employer, the minister, and government for that matter.
No, but as a body, you have the interest of the doctors at heart.
Yes, but that is the more reason why I have told you that we've engaged in so many meetings. If you check the last couple of months, we've issued communiques and all that. We can't take a rod, go out there and lash the ministers for them to do their work, or the financial administrators for them to do their work. We can only make, advance some advocacy and then put pressure. And to tell you the truth, it is the pressure that we put on them the last 2-3 months that has yielded what we are even hearing today. But the truth is that we should not accept such scenarios in our society. I mean, in this day and age where the country is so difficult to live in, how do you expect professionals, doctors, to work as long as 8 months without salary? If they decide not to work, the people of Ghana are the very ones who will come crying that the doctors are demanding too much.
All right.
And it is fair.
Dr. Yankson?
Yes.
Yes. The Deputy Minister of Health says that the delay, one of the factors for the delay is that they wanted to rid the system of ghost names.
Look, my sister, the truth is that I don't want to take the minister on. He's my senior colleague. I respect him. But all these excuses still do not match up because it is taking too long for the people to be paid. You know them. They are individuals who are easily identifiable. So what ghost names are you talking about? These are people who were firstly employed. You can go to their workplaces, or you can even call them, and all of them will refer to whichever office you need to go to do the authentication. So for us, you cannot tell me that in your attempt to rid the system of ghost names, it took you 8 months to pay the salaries of about 300 doctors. That is too much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Justice Yankson is the Deputy General Secretary for the Ghana Medical Association, speaking about on the ministry's decision to pay the junior doctors by the end of May.